Namaste. Happy New Year and welcome to 2021. Perhaps this is your first yoga class of the year, perhaps not, but I welcome everyone. My name's Todd Norian and I'm the founder of Ashaya Yoga, and very delighted to be here in the dawning of a new year. I want to talk today about my upcoming course called Ashaya Soma Series, a set of 5 therapeutic classes, and invite you to join me. It starts January 11th, and you can go to ashayayoga.com, practice online, and sign up for it. It was probably one of the most popular courses I did last year, so I decided to do it again. And it is a series of, learning how to align our bodies using the Ashaya method, and to help us gain a little more strength where we're weak and a little more flexibility where we're too tight, and try to find a kind of harmony in the body, a kind of wholeness. And the word soma itself does mean wholeness, and it describes the nature of the body to heal itself, that left to its own devices, the body knows exactly how to heal. The only issue is that we kind of get in the way of it, either to push ourselves too much, or with our self-limiting beliefs, with so much doubt, anxiety, emotional stress, we cut off that natural ability of the body to really nurture and take care of itself. And one of the things we're going to learn today, and I'll elaborate on this during the series, is to know how to let go, release stress, release all the self-limiting beliefs, release fear, release anxiety, and then also how to engage. We are the beings that need to release and let go. We also need to engage, hold on, connect to. And when these two kinds of energies, to let go and also to then hold on, are balanced, the healing energy, this soma. Soma also means like the elixir of immortality. It goes back to the ancient Indian myths, that we're all seeking this capacity for energy, for joy, for a feeling of abundance, for a feeling of ease. And when we kind of get in the way of all that, then we live a slightly diminished life, or we're tired all the time, or we have kind of a nagging ache. It's not bad enough to go to the chiropractor, but we feel it every time we move. And so we want to get back to this place of balance, where when you actually learn how and know when to let go, and learn how and know when to engage, which I like to think of it as we're engaging to pull ourselves back together, to find more cohesion in life, to find more integration. We are meaning-making machines, and a lot of it is learn how to make meaning of our life, to find a deeper meaning that brings a sense of ease, a sense of purpose, a sense of wholeness, and a sense of calm to the chaos. Much of the time we're out there just trying to control everything, and the yogi knows, look, we can control some things, but we can't control everything. So let's learn how to let go of what we can't control, and give ourselves that gift of acceptance. And then absolutely control what we can, and that's our ability to engage with all that's life-enhancing, to actually line ourselves up, to align with a bigger energy, and assist and facilitate the natural healing potency of the body called soma. When we're out of the way, not only that, but when we're facilitating that flow by aligning with the highest energy, by aligning with the natural blueprint of our bodies. We're born, we don't get the owner's manual. It doesn't come with your gift certificate. Okay, here's the manual on page 56, how to fix low back pain. I wish we did. But I would say that we can align better, and we learn about the body and learn what's out of alignment and how to make the changes to get it back into alignment. And we'll see how when we facilitate soma in the body, all those aches and pains start to diminish. If they don't go away completely in one session, you'll notice a huge difference. After 5 of these sessions, you'll say, oh my God, I'm getting my youthful body back again. And it's not anything really that Ashaya is doing to you, but it gives you the essential instructions for how to align your body such that you maximize this potency of soma in the body. I'm just going to help you learn how to align and let go and get out of the way so that the body does what it does best, which is heal. So take a comfortable seat now. We'll do a little centering, chant Om, and then I'm going to take you through a series of exercises. Today, we're going to focus, we'll do kind of a general workout, but I want to focus more on legs, hamstrings, and hips. I can't tell you how many people tell me how their hamstrings are so tight. And so hopefully this will bring a little more ease. Sit up tall, elevate your hips, and then manually turn your thigh bones in. Just reach your hands on your thighs. You're going to turn the whole leg and hip in. That produces a low back curve. And then draw your tailbone down. Join your index fingers and thumbs, palms down. Think of the thumb as the highest universal energy, and your index fingers are individual nature. We want to connect to this source of flow, of healing energy. Close your eyes and attune to the flow of soma in the form of your breath. Take a nice deep breath in, and then as you exhale, let go. Let your hips get heavy. Inhale, invite the light of the universe to fill you. Lift your collarbones. As you exhale, keep the collarbones lifted, but again, let go of whatever's not life-enhancing. Inhale and engage with all that's good. Healing and health, a connectivity, a sense of belonging, a sense of real cohesion, integration, a bringing together of all the disparate parts into a unified whole. And then draw into your heart, set an intention for yourself over the next hour. You're going to let go of what's no longer needed. You're going to engage with all that's good, all that's healing. And we create a kind of vision of light, a vision of goodness that then we step into. Grace is constantly being dispersed, yet it requires you to open to receive it. Soften your skin. Lengthen your side ribs. Take the head of your arm bones back. It's the top of your shoulders. Lift your throat, and then take your palate back. It's the center of the roof of your mouth. Notice how that draws your head back so your palate is over your pelvis. And then lightly lift the back of the skull up. Take a moment now and ground your hips into the earth, steady, strong, connected. At the same time, reach your head up towards the heavens, toward the infinite sky. The solidified, steady earth, the infinite, supremely free and unbounded sky above. Draw into your heart again, and this time feel it as the place where earth and sky touch, where our limited and our unlimited natures come together, where individual and universal look into the mirror. They see each other, they recognize each other. Engage with a kind of acceptance. Let go of anything in the way between you and this flowing source of healing called Soma. Now see if you can use your breath to connect yourself even more fully to the universal spirit within. Take the breath in, receive all the goodness and healing of the universe. As you exhale, offer back. And find the place in the middle between earth and sky, the threshold of the heart itself. Then bring your palms together in front of your heart. The mudra is the imprint of this threshold. We place the heart in front of the heart. We want to connect to the sense of inner strength, inner peace, and then bring that out into the world. Engage in the world from a place of peace and calm. Soma flows when you balance your capacity to let go and your knowledge to engage. A threshold is a space that opens up where your perspective broadens, where you bring your fullest potential forward, your best self forward. And let's affirm the universe, let's affirm this healing energy now that flows through every one of us. As we take a breath, we'll chant the sound of Om. Into the place of calm, deep in your own heart, gently bow. When you're ready, open your eyes. Namaste. Welcome back. Nice to be alive, isn't it? Okay, come up to standing. Stand with your feet parallel. It's one of the key things, like what is parallel? How the heck do we stand parallel? Well, feet hip distance, second toe lines are as wide apart as your hips. And then the front ankle and second toe lines, you can draw like if you had a yellow highlighter and you make a line, but those two lines are going to be parallel. So in Ashaya, we don't line up the inner edges of the feet, we don't line up the outer edges of the feet, because everybody's feet are a little different. But it's that second metatarsal, the second toe line and front ankle that really determines what is parallel. And as soon as you stand with your feet parallel, it'll feel completely unnatural if you've had a habit of toeing out, which many people do. So when you walk with your feet out, tightens your hamstrings like crazy because it thrusts the thigh bones forward. The secret to release hamstring tension is feet parallel and thigh bones back. And then we're going to talk about, well, to really release a muscle, you need to engage a muscle. So we stand, feet parallel, palms in front. Take a breath. As you exhale, let go. And then lift and spread your toes. Notice how the muscles of your legs will start to contract and hug in. So keep your toes up. Engage. We engage with all that's good. Now take your thigh bones back. To help us get this experience, for those that may not have done this before, grab yourself a block. You're going to put it between your upper and inner thighs. Feet parallel. Palms together. Find your breath, let go. Lift your toes and engage. Squeeze the block and then move your thighs back. When in doubt, stick it out. Just get your butt back there. The thigh bones go back. You're going to get a really wonderful low back curve, which is so good for the low back. Keeping thighs back, it makes space for the discs. And then you draw your tailbone down while your thighs stay back. When you do this correctly, the middle of your thigh bone here is in line with your ankle. You're going to feel a little pressure in your low belly. So thighs back, tailbone in is one of the ways we're going to work with hamstrings today. Now from your pelvis, push straight down like you're going to extend roots into the earth, all the way down, like to the core center of the earth. So I want you to really find your connection to the earth. You need to ground. And then from your pelvis, start to rise up toward the sky, like we did in the centering. Lift your heart, lift your head. Take your palate back a bit, shoulders back. And see if you can find the place of balance right in the middle. Your weight should be positioned just in front of your heels. And yet all four corners of your feet are down. Just think of the four corners of your feet. Toes are up. You're working your legs a little bit. We're going to learn how to release hamstring tension by engaging the muscles. Paradoxical. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the side and up, look up. Squeeze the block. Exhale, fold forward. Lead with your heart. Bend your knees as you need to. Put blocks underneath your hands if you can't reach. You could even just put your hands on your knees and go halfway down. For those that can go all the way, fingers and eagle talon. So the finger pads are on the floor, but the fleshy palm part is off the floor. Make little tents with your hands. Keep your toes up. Breathe. Enjoy your suffering. So we want to engage now hamstrings. Bring a little more acceptance to the hamstrings. So isometrically pull your heels backwards. Backwards. Yep, they don't move. Isometric means that you're not moving, but as though you could. Feet are on flypaper. Pull. Keep the knees slightly bent. Pull your feet back. You'll feel your hamstrings start to stretch more. Now, thighs back. Squeeze the block, move it back. Now, tailbone in. Try to connect your tail to your heels. Yep, buttock flesh flows down toward the heel. So keeping all that in your legs, legs are engaged. Inhale, lift your heart halfway forward. And then exhale, completely let go of shoulders, neck, and face. Legs stay strong. Inhale, lift your heart, knowing when to engage and when to let go. Continue, follow your own breath rhythm. And this is a wonderful exercise to learn how to do both engage and let go at the same time. So keep your legs charged the whole time. Soften your face. Soften your spine. Very good. Root down through your feet. Sweep your arms out to the side. All the way up. Reach up. Exhale. Release. Palms down in front of your heart. Remove the block. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms up again. Get a sense now of earth and sky. So from your pelvis, root through the earth, and from your pelvis, all the way up through your fingertips. Turn your palms to face forward for a moment. And bring your hands partway forward. Pull your armpits back. Then stretch your arms straight up. Hold. Practice. Thighs back, tailbone in. Even pull your front ribs down and back. When we stand like this in alignment, we're standing right in the center of the flow of Soma. Think of Soma like a river of healing. We want to get into the middle of the river where the current is strongest. We hold and then breathe. Exhale, sweep your arms out to the side. Lead with your heart, fold forward. Inhale, heart halfway forward. Now exhale, Take your right foot back in lunge. You may place both hands on blocks if you need to. Otherwise, just bring your fingers down. Your knee is directly above your ankle. Now, hug in. And here's how we're going to do it. Lift your hands a little bit off the floor. Okay? Scissor the legs. That means the front leg pulls back leg pulls forward. Both at the same time. Oh, this is going to engage your glutes. It's a way that we're going to warm up our hips and our legs. As long as you don't fall over. Little wobbliness is fine. Okay, maintain all that engagement and then fingers down. Lift your right thigh a little higher. So that's thighs back, but in the lunge position. Right leg up. Outer left hip crease back and down. Belly in. Good. Right knee all the way down. Bring your left hand to your left leg and twist toward the left. Lift your shoulders, lift your heart, head back. Exhale, both hands to the inside of the left foot. Come on down to your forearms, or you could just bend your elbows a bit if you can't get all the way down there. Bring your forearms parallel to your left foot. Your forearms could also be on blocks, like this. Okay, so just modify anytime you need to make the pose more doable. Okay, so I do bus stop yoga, so here's a bus stop. You might not want to get off at the stop. Lift your right knee off the floor. Back of the thigh up more. Draw your tailbone down more. Right thigh up, but the tailbone down. And breathe. Engage. We seek wholeness. You kind of hug in with that longing for integration. But at the same time, let go, because you could actually overdo it. Relax your face. Relax the back of your heart. You're working pretty hard. Keep the right knee up. Wonderful. Exhale, release. Step back, downward facing dog pose. And alternately press your heels. Bend the opposite knee. When your heel goes down, turn your foot out a little bit. So it's like a little bit of a dance. Go back and forth, back and forth. Deepen your breath. Bend both knees, hug your shins in toward the middle. With your knees a lot bent, more than you think. Turn your inner thighs in, lift your sitting bones way up toward the sky. Create an arch in your low back. Lift your armpits away from the floor and melt the heart in toward the floor. And then from your heart, push down through your hands. From your heart, root your heels. To make your legs straighter now, go for a really big stretch. Breathe. And then exhale, big lunge forward, right foot. Very good. Hold for a moment. Find your breath. Practice the art of letting go. Can't control everything, so let's practice. Let go of this one. And then engage, hug your legs into the middle. We seek wholeness. We seek integration. That's what wholeness is. So lift your hands a few inches off the floor, and this makes you have to engage. Otherwise, you fall over. Little wobbliness is fine. When you engage your legs, hug muscles to bones, 360 degrees around the bone, and scissor front to back, back to front, and then pull up from the feet all the way to the pelvic floor. Every pose has a center of gravity. For all the standing poses, it's the core of the pelvis. So you got to pull in energy from the periphery into the pelvic core. It's a very sophisticated way to engage, but it really energizes the body and it stimulates soma. Okay, keep the engagement. Lightly touch the floor with your hands. And then lift your left thigh higher. Right outer hip crease goes back and down. Left leg up, right hip back and down, belly in. And breathe. Lower your left knee down to the floor. You're welcome. Right hand to the right leg. And then shoulders back and twist. Look, I'm doing it with you. I know how this feels. It all has a reason and a purpose, okay? So hang in there. And you can always do less as you need. Nice big twist. Shoulders back, but heart up. Breathe. Exhale, release. Come to the inside of the right foot on a block. Or just come down to the floor, forearms down. As best you can, parallel to the inside of the right foot. Okay, don't force anything. That's one of the issues. Like you see me do it, then you think, oh, I have to do that. No, you can do half of what I do and you'll still get the benefit. So you come down to just as much as you can. When you feel like, okay, that's it, I'm going to, strain, then back up a little bit. Let go more. Release the back of the heart. Know when to release, when to let go, but also when to engage. Scissor your legs, hug your muscles. Left knee up. And take the top of the left thigh higher, right hip back and down. Hold. From your pelvic core now, push your left heel back. Push your right shin forward. How's the back of your heart? Okay, let go. There. You do not need to hold the back of your heart. Let that go. Release the back of your neck, too. Everything else pretty much has to engage for this to happen. Good. Exhale. Release. Step back, plank. Press down through your finger pads under the nails and roots where the fingers join the hand. Pads and roots down. Pull your palms toward each other. Engage your arms. Melt the upper back. Okay, try not to let your hips sag down. So take your thighs back and tailbone in. Hold. Knees can go down as you wish to make it easier. And then keep your ribs in. Come part way down to chaturanga. Knees down to support you if you need. Otherwise, knees up. Shoulders up. Breathe. Be strong. Then exhale all the way down. Point your toes. Inhale. Pull your palms backwards as you lift your heart. Palms backwards. Shoulders back. Shoulder blades hug onto the back ribs. And then soften your face. Open to the breath. Back of the heart is soft. The shoulder blades engaged. Remember, it's the balance of letting go and engagement. Our capacity to act, to integrate, to pull in, that gets the river of soma flowing. If you over-engage, you block the flow. If you're too passive, blocks the flow. Exhale down. Inhale, come up to puppy dog pose. Curl your toes under. And then go up to downward dog pose. Inhale, right leg up, inner right thigh up. Base of the left shin back. Bend your right knee up and over. Continue to push the base of your left shin back. Base of the left shin back. Good. Lift your right knee even more. This is the doggy pee pose. After a long holiday, let your dog out. And then exhale, lunge forward, step forward. Come up, hands to hips. Stretch your arms up overhead. Hug your legs toward the middle, so there's that scissor action. Left thigh up, right hip back. Hold your left wrist with your right hand, right fingers, and we're going to carefully crescent arch over to the right. Lift your left thigh up a little bit, draw your tailbone in more, pull your ribs in and back, and stretch the whole left side of your torso. Inhale up, sweep your arms out to the side, and clasp. Take the head of the arm bones back, lift your heart more. And exhale, release. Go back to downward facing dog pose and breathe. Inhale, left leg high. Lift the inner edge of your left leg, base of the right shin back, and then bend your left knee up and over. Root the base of your right shin base goes back. So we've got the right leg hamstring stretch and a big stretch to the front of the left quad and the hips and the spine here. It's really an amazing stretch for the legs. It also strengthens the upper body. And exhale. Big lunge forward, left leg, hands to hips. Hug your legs now, engage. Scissor. We want to pull soma energy in. Any dispersed energy that's just like you're wandering off somewhere, just pull that in as well. Pull it into the core. And then lift your right thigh a little higher, left hip crease back and down. Inhale, stretch your arms up. From your pelvis, push toward the floor. Right heel back, left shin forward. Reach up from pelvis to the fingertips. Breathe, breathe. And then hold your right wrist. And as you keep your legs cohesive, crescent arc to the left. Pull your ribs in a little bit more. And you should feel the stretch all the way from your right knee up through the right thoracic spine. It's up to the rib cage. You might even feel it in your shoulder. It's fine. Hold and breathe. Now, as you stretch from your pelvis, push your right heel backwards more. That's it. Inhale up, sweep your arms out to the side. Clasp in the non-habitual way. Just switch the order of your fingers. Lift your sides, head of the arm bones back. This is just an incredible stretch for the shoulders. Arch back a little bit more. Look up and breathe. Exhale. Come on down. Go to plank. Slowly chaturanga. Hold. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Step by step, walk in. When your feet are parallel, root the feet into the earth. Sweep your arms out to the side. Come up. Touch the sky. Exhale, release. Arms down, nice and slow. Back to the heart. Okay, hope you got warmed up in that. Our continuation of therapeutics, but now we're going to do a little more specific work for the hamstrings. Well, to get the hamstring to stretch, we got to stretch the bottoms of the feet. Everything's connected. So you're going to take a block. It's one of my favorites. And it's just a block massage to the fascia in the bottom of your feet. Fascia is connective tissue.
So fold forward, bring your right foot up on the block, and you're going to put it on the back edge of your block, just below the big toe ball mounds. Lift and spread your toes. Step your left foot back. Square your hips to the front now. Left hip forward more, right hip back. And then you'll feel a little bit of stretch. You want to kind of catch the skin of the bottom of your foot and then root the base of your shin toward the floor. It should hurt good. And then move your foot a half inch up the block and again root the base of your shin. And this time we're going to wiggle the heel slowly back and forth so you have a little bit of a cross fiber or cross friction massage of the block. And then feel free to move the block a little bit further up or down. We want to locate places of the foot that feel tired or that feel a little bit tight or sore. Take some deep breaths here. This can be rather intense. I like the feeling of it because it really feels like I'm getting a wonderful massage. And you guys know that foot reflexology, that there are reflexes on the bottom of the feet that go to every part of the body. So we're not just opening the bottoms of the feet. Okay, exhale, release. Notice how that feels now. And switch. Bring the left foot up, right below the ball mounts to start. Lift and spread your toes. Step your right foot back. Square your hips and begin to root the base of your left shin down. Base of the left shin. And we want to catch the skin and just try to stretch the skin of the bottom of the foot. You're stretching muscle, but we want to catch the fascia, which is just, it's a little bit more of a sensitive stretch. Mostly isometrics. Move your foot a half inch up the block and continue, base of the shin toward the floor. You'll feel some stretch in your calf and hamstring. That's desirable. Okay, here comes the wiggle. Heel back and forth. Okay, don't overdo it. If it's too much, just put less pressure on the block. And then find another spot. Feel free to just move your foot on the block so the edge of the block catches right where your foot is tight. And breathe. Keep your toes lifted and spread. Okay, awesome. And release. Okay, keep that block nearby. Take a wide stance, feet parallel. Bring your ankles as wide as your wrists are wide. Square your left foot, turn your right foot open, hug, and then bend your right knee to a 90-degree square, forearm down, left hand to your hip. Move your thigh bones back, draw your tail in, take your left arm straight up, out to the side, pull your armpit back, and then stretch your arm overhead, thumb up. From your pelvis, root down through your feet more. So try to bend your right knee more. So you go a little deeper. And then push from your pelvis out to the left outer heel. Yep. So you have your left sitting bone. You're going to push. Try to find the left inner edge of your sitting bone to the left outer heel.
and the right outer sitting bone to the right inner heel. Now repeat what I just said to you 5 times as fast as you can. Okay. Sorry. That's a complicated instruction, but it's very therapeutic. So try again, from the inner edge of your left sitting bone to the left outer heel. You could just think left outer heel. Then the right outer sitting bone to the right inner heel, and it really pulls your whole right thigh under you. That's the goal. Heart toward the sky, stretch even more from pelvis in all directions. Okay, root down through your right foot, come up, inhale. Hands to hips, square your feet, right foot parallel to the edge, left foot open to about 90, squeeze your legs, bend, forearm, right arm up, right arm out to the side and back, armpit back, stretch your arm overhead. Let's get the knee positioned vertically above the ankle. If you could go a little deeper, widen your right foot back. Now do engage, hug your muscles, thighs back, tailbone in, and stretch more. Breathe. Awesome. This one really works with the hips. So the right inner sitting bone, press through the right outer heel, left outer sitting bone to the left inner heel. Try to work, it's like 2 ribbons of therapeutic alignment. That has an action on the pelvic floor. It widens the pelvic floor and creates space in the SI joint as well as stability. Root through your feet and inhale, come up. Feet parallel. Walk your feet in. Inhale, stretch your arms up, feet parallel. Exhale, Utkatasana. This is just a palate cleanser before we go to the next one. Sit on the edge of an imaginary chair. Now lift your toes. Hug your shins in toward the middle, but push your sitting bones apart. Push your knees so the center of the knee is in line with toe 2 and 3. Look down. Okay. We don't want to collapse the knees in. And when you push your thigh bones apart, opens up the hips. Now tailbone in. The hamstrings start to open too. And then root your feet and inhale, come up, exhale, release. Enjoy the volcanic surge of Soma lava. It's like healing lava. Wide stance. Square your left foot, right foot open. Hug your legs, arms up, warrior 2. So bend your right leg to a square. Thigh bones back, tailbone in. Just hold. Do reverse warrior 2. Come back to simple warrior 2. And now, right leg straight. We're going to go into Trikonasana, but we're going to do a little therapeutic Trikanasana. So, come get a block and put your right foot heel on the floor, but the right foot is kind of jacked up with the block at about 45 degrees. If you have very small feet, I'd recommend getting 1 or 2 folded blankets. You can do the same thing with a lower platform. Step your left foot back more, parallel to the back edge. With the foot in this position, it's going to root the base of your shin down. It's going to give even a greater stretch to the hamstring. You have to be careful not to hyperextend your knee. So, root your heel down, isometrically drag toward the midline. And for those that are hypermobile in the knee, you got to bend your knee a little bit. Stretch your arms out to the side. Root your right heel. Exhale, move towards Trikonasana. Then
We're going to move left hand to the hip. Bring your right hand out to the left and try to go way out to the side. So we're going to go out of alignment first to get into alignment. Hug your legs, then stick your butt way back. Big hamstring stretch, yes? Hold it. Draw your tailbone in. And then begin to walk your right fingers to the outside of the right shin, or you could have a second block, put your hand on a block. Very good. Heart up toward the sky, stretch your left arm up, armpits back. Continue to root your right heel down, drag it isometrically backwards. It's a tremendous stretch. Now I feel this more in the upper thigh. Variation, left arm over the ear, stretch even more. As your left fingers go, overhead, widen your left thigh, your back leg. Widen it out to the left more and behind you. Perfect. Exhale, left hand down to the floor. Shorten your stance now. Walk in a bit. And turn your left foot in. Left hip forward, right hip back. Root the heel, isometrically pull backwards, and then bow. Keep your tongue inside your mouth. This is tremendous hamstring stretch. For those that want to go to the next level, cross both hands to the outside of your right shin and bow again. And breathe. Continue to engage your muscles, but let go of the stress. See how much more you can release any blocks, any strain. You should have some mild, tolerable discomfort here. That's the good kind. Right hip back more. Okay, plenty. Exhale, release, come off the block. Come up to standing. Hey, I never said it was going to be easy. But this is so good. And the hamstrings, like we really have to get into the belly of the hamstring to get it to stretch. And hamstrings love this sequence. I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. Place the block. Left foot goes up onto the block at about a 45-degree angle. Make sure the block doesn't slide. If your block is sliding, go up to a wall. Step your right foot back, parallel to the back edge. Squeeze your legs now toward the middle. Stretch your arms up. Root your left heel down. Drag it toward the midline. Remember about the hyperextended knee. So a little micro bend. And then hinge from your left hip and stick your butt out. As you go forward, you've got to break the glass, actually. Instead of being sandwiched between two planes of glass here, this thighs back gives a little bit of an angle and it gives more space to the pelvis. Come out to the right. Bring your hand off to the side, hug your muscles, and then stick your butt back more. And then breathe. Let go. We need to learn when to let go and when to hold on. Engagement is really a choice. We engage with all that's good, all that's life-enhancing. Hug muscles to bones. With that kind of engagement. Left hand to the outside of the left shin or on a block. Right hand to the hips. Thighs back, tailbone in. Root the base of your left shin down. Lift and spread your toes. Then right arm up, armpits back. Pull your tail in more, heart toward the sky. Advanced pose, curl the corners of your mouth towards your ears. Advanced yogis, it's not that there's less suffering, it's just that we've learned how to enjoy it. Okay, stretch your right arm over your ear, thumb up. As you reach through your right fingertips, widen your right thigh back. Oh yeah, and that just clears everything. Exhale. Right hand toward the floor. You're going to shorten your stance, so step right foot in. Turn it more of an angle, 60 to 80 degrees. Right hip forward. Left hip back. Root your left heel and pull isometrically back. Ribs up, and then bow. And pray. Oh. For those that just can't get enough, I know you because I'm in your camp. Okay, you twist to the left, walk your right hand to the outside. So you have both hands now on the outside of the left shin. And with that little twist, makes a huge difference. Scissor your legs more. Yes, scissor. Now widen your right thigh. We want the hamstring to widen from inside to outside, and then tailbone in. Breathe. Even in the intensity here, can you let go? Can you find the calm and the chaos? Breathe. The breath is your friend. Inhale, come back to center. Come on off the block, step forward, Uttanasana pose. You did it, you did it. Root through your feet, sweep your arms out to the side and come up. Exhale, release arms. Okay, find yourself a belt and come lie on your back. We are working our way towards Shavasana very soon. Put the belt around your right foot and go up. Stretch your left leg out on the floor, left thigh all the way down to the floor. Root your left heel, back of the knee, and hamstring all the way down. Arch your low back off the floor and then pull on the belt and root your right thigh into the back of the leg. That's how you get to the hamstring. If this is too intense, bend your right knee. But if you can go straight, try it. Pull evenly on the belt, one end of the belt in both hands, but I want you to pull the inner and outer edge of the belt evenly. And then push the four corners of your feet straight up into the belt. Pull your foot closer to you. Push your right thigh further away from you. Breathe. Excellent. Hold both ends of the belt with your right hand and bring the legs slowly out to the right side. You got this. Left hip rises a bit. You can stretch your left arm out to the left or overhead. Inhale, right leg up. Hold the belt with your left hand. Now, turn your leg, your whole leg 45 degrees in. Cross, part way and hold. Push your right thigh back, pull on the belt, turn your thigh in more. You've crossed midline, just hold it there. That's the part of the hamstring, but also the IT band. It's the side of the thigh. Good. That's all the further we're going to go on this side. Exhale, release, switch. Oh. Yeah, roll your right leg in and out, in and out. Feel the difference between your two legs now. Yeah. We want that hamstring to be released. Not so tight all the time. Hamstring kind of buries fear. Okay, root the right heel down, back of the right knee, back of the right thigh. Now your back will arch up. Pull on the belt evenly both ends. Push the four corners of your foot up into the belt, but you're going to pull inner and outer edge of the belt evenly. And then move your left thigh back into the hamstring. So the bone, the femur, goes into the back of the leg. Breathe. Find the place where your longing for wholeness meets resistance. And breathe there. See if you can melt the resistance. That's what I mean by we want to let go of what's in the way of soma, this natural propensity of the body to heal itself. You know what they say? The only thing in the way between you and grace is you. And so we learn how to let go and we learn how to engage. Hold the belt with both hands, bring the left leg left. Right arm overhead or out to the right side. Even here, scissor your leg to the midline. Don't let your right leg be swayed by the left leg. Right leg is steady. Inhale, left leg up. Hold with the right hand now. Turn the whole shaft of your leg in 45. And then exhale, just part way down. You'll feel it soon enough. Pull on the belt, press your left thigh back, and breathe. I know, it's like concrete doesn't soften. Well, I bet you can make it soften. Breath can release even the tightest of muscle and stress. Try this if you have a lot of pain here, back off 10%. Just do 10% less and see if you can relax 10% more. Breathe. Find the place where your longing for wholeness meets resistance. And see if you can let go of the resistance. Release. Inhale, come back to center. Hug both knees in. And then stretch your legs out. Shavasana, palms up by your sides. Breathe. Notice how your body, especially from the hips down, feels like it's melted. That's the soma energy. Allow your muscles to continue to melt away from the bones. Allow your bones to descend. Find your breath now and consciously use your breath to release resistance and any stress that you might be having. And give yourself permission to enjoy the release. And then relax your back, your shoulders, your arms. Release the root of your tongue. Let your jaw soften. So often we just clench. If you're a grinder, subconscious at night, grind. It's just a way the body releases stress. It's not necessarily healthy for the gums. But know that your body is always working for you. Always trying to assist what it is that you want. And it's interesting because we beat up on our body, we beat up on ourselves, or we shame our body, and this body is just a representation of grace. It loves you. It wants to give you a good life, long, healthy life. Minimal pain and suffering.
Relax your face. Relax your eyes. Melt the root of your tongue again, back of the throat. Release the back of your head, sides of the head, top of the head. Now see if you can let go fully. Offer this body love and acceptance. Offer it gratitude for how it has carried you for all these years. It's done the best that it could. When you thank yourself, when you let go and have more gratitude for the body, the soma flows even more. Recognize that you just open the channels, the floodgates for grace to pour down its abundance, its healing, its goodness. Receive it throughout your whole body. Let all the cells be soaked with the light of grace and healing. Affirm to yourself, I am whole and complete, just as I am. Welcome yourself home to your body. Your body, as an instrument of grace, automatically forgives you, accepts you. Reestablish harmony and union with all parts of you. Let yourself dwell in the space of Shanti, peace. As you're ready, slowly begin to return. Move your fingers and toes. Gently stretch. Draw your knees in toward your chest and come roll to your right side. Slowly come up to a seated position. Sit for a moment, index fingers and thumbs together, palms down. Spine elongated, shoulders back. Close your eyes and observe how much easier it is to sit. And then deep inside, come to your heart, find the calm inside the chaos. Be steady in the storm. When you're connected to your heart, the Soma energy, which is this natural healing capacity we all have, begins to flow. It heals not only your body, all the physical ailments you may have, but where we feel disconnected emotionally, spiritually. It heals body, mind, and heart. Dwell in the wholeness now, in the Soma, integrated, complete, full, perfect, just as you are. And then bring your palms together in front of your heart. Let's affirm our capacity to release any resistance, to release what's in the way of grace, and our capacity to engage with all that's good. May we increase the Soma and the healing energy inside this body to bring our best self forward, to live our dream, to bring more light and goodness and hope and love into this world. Let's take a deep breath now and chant Om. The wholeness within me bows to the wholeness within you. Namaste. Thanks so much for practicing with me today. Hope to see you soon. Remember, the Soma Series starts next week, January 11th. 5 sessions. Sessions just like this, but we're going to focus on all different parts of the body. Shoulders, the neck, the low back specifically, knees. AshayaYoga.com. Please register. All right, take care. Happy New Year. Have a great day.